Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Wood alongside Jason Bliss, a.k.a. Uncle Blister, live at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Blister, I look forward to these nights, especially coming into our middle-aged years.
For sure, for sure. This is what we look forward to during the week.
Big action here tonight. CVU Redhawks here, 1-3-1 against your 5-0 BFA Bobwhites. Quickly, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, and Handy Toyota. If your business would like to be a sponsor of Northwest Access TV sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. No technical difficulties thus far, Jason, so that's nice. We haven't been able to necessarily do all of our pre-games, but rocking and rolling here tonight. I know we missed one aspect. We like to talk about the keys to the game. I know you specifically are in touch with Benoit. What do you got on the Redhawks for us?
Yeah, I think CVU goaltending. Jack Averill's huge. Senior captain coming into this game. Played very well last year against BFA. Look for him to be very solid between the pipes. CVU just got to keep a low-scoring game, get a lot of shots, a lot of quality shots on Telfer, and try to pick up some rebounds.
Yeah, and as far as BFA goes, that puck movement, certainly missing a lot of key players, even more a couple tonight, Merrill, Johnson specifically. But those new line changes certainly gave kids opportunities to open up. I haven't seen Audie, Weber, that first line, move the puck like they did over the weekend, and it's good to give kids opportunities to kind of fit in. I know there was some movement on the second line as well with Wood jumping up, and I think Schreindorfer helped out. I also saw Wilbur and Rafferty on the third line working together. That's a new combination. So kind of gives everybody a new feel, but what we saw certainly looks good, and I look for that tonight. Other than that, getting out early is huge. But let's see how they handle these line changes with all the COVID issues.
Yeah, good to have 5 guys back after having 8 guys out. So let's see what happens in this game. Puck drop starting right now.
And Audie will take the face-off against Carroll. Carroll was a huge forward for this team last year, and puck's thrown in front of the net as Audie picks it up, circles back around. He will cycle that down low with Schreindorfer there for support. Schreindorfer, far side boards, back down below to Webb, touches it over to Audie. Audie up top to his brother Ethan. Shot there just wide. BFA cycling.
Ooh.
Schreindorfer with it, looking for someone, buying space. Great pass there in front to Colin, looks for a tip. Can't find it, comes back up top. Another shot on net, and Jackie Averill there to make a glove save. And those shots aren't going to get by Jack Averill, ladies and gentlemen. We've credited this BFA defensive unit for taking a little bit off their shot, getting it low and on net. A BFA team or program in the past that sometimes has had a little trouble hitting the net, but BFA doing a good job getting shots on net. But tonight, Jack Averill's probably going to be all over that.
Yeah, and a good shift there by the first line. Just a lot of good puck movement, a lot of good cycling. Looks like we got a delayed call here. Possibly.
Looked like an elbowing, Blister.
Yeah, I didn't see the call. Looks like
it's on BFA.
Looks like we got an elbowing, against 14
Piper.
Piper.
We talked about Piper before. 2 goals and 2 assists the past 3 games. Quickly, before we get into this power play for CVU, just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. So Redhawks on the power play. Blister up top. Shot here that gets blocked is Whitcomb. Puck comes down low to Carroll. Pass out front for his intended winger, Stroh. And Stroh unable to do something, and there's a whistle here in the near side boards. As again, we've got a 2-minute penalty on Piper for elbowing.
Yeah, it'd be good to see CVU take advantage early on this power play. Too bad Piper taking an elbowing call, but let's see what they can do.
Schreindorfer chips it out. Audie gives chase. CVU with it now defensively. Zukowski gets it over to his near side defensive partner, gaining the zone. Frady's with it now. Frady's was out last game. He's a big part of this defensive unit. one of the more physical, well-developed players as far as strength goes. Just about a minute left in the penalty. Shot on net, good save by Telfer. Kind of saw it last minute there, Bliss, but got the shoulder save.
Zukowski, good speed through the neutral zone, getting a good shot on Telfer. No problem there.
CVU with it, looking to open up, gets it up top to the point. Great block shot by Levi Webb. Levi Webb with room, 1-on-1, 2-on-1. He's got Wood right there, and CVU doing a good job poking it away is Connery. And there's a shot by Webb off his own dump and chase, but goes up and wide. No shot on net, but certainly like to have a little pressure there on the penalty kill.
Yeah, I think Webb just got a little ahead of himself, trying to catch up. He had Wood wide open in front, but just caught kind of a toe going into the zone.
Yeah, I think Wood kind of snuck in there a little late, and Levi thought it was just him one-on-one. But good defensive play there by the Redhawks to break up a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, good speed there going into the zone by Webb, though.
So BFA 1-1 on the penalty kill. Certainly one of the aspects of this team that's done really well. Wood with it now in the neutral zone. Great pass there to Beauregard, over to Savoy. Savoy there, and that is a pretty goal.
Just a perfect setup there. Wood with a great setup.
Liam Wood with a touch pass over to Beauregard, who buys time to a Savoy, an Aiden Savoy who's had nothing but success this year. Wide open on his forehand, and that line pumps in a goal. And I got to be honest, and a shout out to Toby Duclon. Obviously, he's out tonight, unfortunately watching from home. But what him and his staff kind of did with these line changes, I think that's a great example right there of the adjustments he's been able to make.
Yeah, you saw Wood kind of over by the left side boards, using, picking up his head, seeing the open man, finding Beauregard, and Beauregard finding Savoy wide open. Great shot. That's Savoy's 6th goal of the year. 12 points for him. Unbelievable. Good to have him back.
So there's a great opportunity coming off the odd man rush is Zukowski. You're going to be hearing his name a lot. Gets something over on the backhand. Unfortunately, just slides by the far post. BFA with it now in the neutral zone. Shot on net and saved by Averill.
Yeah, that was just a great heads-up play by Wood to find Beauregard and Savoy. What's up?
No, I was just wondering, I know you had mentioned Savoy having his 12th point in the year, but I know he was out this past weekend, so I just didn't know if you had confused that with someone else.
No, Savoy got a 6th goal with 2 assists on the year, so he's got, I said 12 points. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
That's his 8th point of the year, excuse me.
No, not a problem. I knew he was on that leaderboard. Of course, we've been trying to keep track for the folks at home.
I think I was a little excited.
Yeah, he had 7 points coming in. He was just outside of Beauregard and Johnson for that 3rd spot.
Ooh.
Good opportunity in front as Levi Webb gets a good pass from Schreindorfer out of the corner. And Schreindorfer with a big weekend as well, having a hat trick. Like seeing him up on this first unit, at least while Merrill's out. He moved the puck well, and I think he can add something to this first unit tonight.
I just think he's a good pickup from MVU. I mean, he's a good skater. He's a big body, and, he's finding success on this BFA team.
So just about 5 minutes in, Schreindorfer trying to gain control behind the net. Ethan Oddie comes down for support. However, CVU doing a good job getting it out. Benoit calling for a line change. Caught off guard a little bit as Beauregard rushes the zone with Wood. Touch pass to Beauregard, back to Wood. Another great little scoring opportunity there. No shot, but certainly found a lane. And that puck comes all the way down. No icing called. Lanphier with it. Lanphier was out last game. Good to have him back. Probably going to hear that more than once. As we mentioned, 8 people out due to COVID protocol issues. I don't think it was the kids necessarily being sick, but, this whole close contact thing, I certainly respect everybody in their outlook on it. But at the end of the day, with COVID, I mean, everybody's connected one way or the other.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, tough for these kids, too. They just want to play, And tough for them to sit out.
with that, they had that Rice game postponed down at Cairns. No word if that's going to be rescheduled or not. We'll look out for that. Certainly update you as the season moves along. Phelps with it over to Lanphier. Puck thrown down low. CVU with it, trying to chip it out. Broken up by Wilbur. Good job by Tommy Wilbur there. BFA looking to gain some type of control. CVU is going to pick up the loose puck on the near side boards and take that opportunity to throw it out. Fortunately, it goes up and out of play for a whistle here.
Yeah, good for BFA to get on the board early in this game. I know sometimes they struggle to get on the board early, but no problem in this game, and great setup there.
So 8:52 left in the first. Face-off won by Audie. Comes back to Webb. Webb dumps it down to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer with it behind the net. Chips it back to Audie. Audie circling around on the near side. Makes a move. Puck comes up to Clarkey. And there's a goal there as Gavin Clark gets a great shot on net that's tipped in front. And I think it was Schreindorfer.
Yeah, it was. Schreindorfer. Nice tip there.
Schreindorfer with his 5th goal in the past 4 games now. Again, another one just kind of padding the stats. I think that's his 8th point on the season.
That's his 7th point on the season, 5 goals, 2 assists.
CVU breaking out through the neutral zone. That puck's thrown all the way down low. BFA able to collect. Good job getting the puck broken out by Gagne. Gagne filled in for the first line over the weekend with Merrill being out. He's moved to the third, but great job by Gagne breaking that puck out over to Wilbur and getting it out of the zone.
You know, I don't think CVU necessarily looks bad right now. I think they could easily pop one in here and make this a little closer game, 1-goal game.
No, they're certainly not a terrible skating team at all. I mean, we kind of expect that. I think BFA seems a little bit more solid on their skates thus far. But again, all you need is like a Zukowski or a Carroll or something like that to find an odd man rush, because at the end of the day, you know that Averill is going to give them an opportunity to be right in this thing.
Yeah, and I know they're a young team experience-wise, but you know they do have some senior leadership.
Yeah.
Looks like we do have a delayed call here, a hooking call.
Is that going to be on maybe Ethan Audie for hooking? So that's BFA's second penalty of the night. Audie with hooking. Bobwhites will go on the penalty kill. CVU currently 0-1 on their power play as they're unable to capitalize on the Piper elbowing call. Didn't really have a ton of shots either on that power play. We'll see if Benoit can get something going as far as setting something up for a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I got shots 7-1. CVU haven't really gotten a ton of quality shots, but look for them possibly on this power play. You know, Zukowski, Carroll, those guys to get in the mix.
Draw won by the Bobwhites, and Webb getting it all the way down. I thought Webb had a great weekend. I know I tried to get you to tag along. Unfortunately, you were unable to. But I made the trip with my dad and brother and got to see this team in action. A lot of these players during difficult times really stepped up and all contributed one way or the other.
Which is really what, you know, it's a great thing. You know, you'd rather see them do what they did and have great success than really struggle.
So CVU with it on the power play, looking to set something up now. Evans trying to do work, unable to hold it as Phelpsy chips it all the way down. I look at guys like Phelps and Clark, freshmen and sophomore, and already they don't play like underclassmen from a defensive standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, they see the ice so well, and that's the big thing. I think just they've learned a lot, you know, as a younger player, and they pick up on things very well, which is great. You know, you want those younger guys to see the ice well.
Yeah, I mean, you play with like a Frades and a Johnson and an Ethan Audie, you know, you're going to learn things very quick.
You're going to pick up on a lot of stuff.
So with that being said, there's about 35 ticks left in this PP, this Red Hawk power play. Pass below. Puck interjected out front. Beauregard doing a good job pushing it down low to Lanfear. Lanfear trying to break it out on the near side boards, unable to do so. Savoy gets it, however, and does get it out of the zone. CVU is going to regroup as Canty gets it over to his line mate. Back to Canty, breaking it out through the neutral zone through Fay. Fay's just going to tip that all the way down and try to get a line change. So even strength, BFA 2 for 2 on the PK. As a result, Redhawks 0-2 on the power play.
Yeah, good kill there for BFA. What you want to do, take advantage of those and don't allow the other team to come up.
There's a chip pass off the boards from Beauregard. Can't find his line mate in the neutral zone. Puck comes back to Clark. Clark with it now. He's got time. Does a good job getting it down low as he receives the hit from Stroh. CVU taking it out of the defensive zone. Puck intercepted by Schreindorfer, going the other way, 2-on-2.
Ooh.
And there's a rip off the top bar of Schreindorfer as he scares April.
I mean,
for his second goal of the night.
He really found that open space and real close one there.
Audie going the other way, and he'll take a good shot. Good shot by Audie. That's a good example right there, ladies and gentlemen. BFA finds himself in a lot of outside lanes, and they have a lot of speed out front. I think Colin did a good job noticing that he had a lot of separation and bodies in between him and his offside winger, and as a result, kind of just takes something off and just gets a whistle there.
Just get a shot on net. That's nothing wrong with that. You know, test Averill early on, you know, and Schreindorfer there. That was a great vision just to get the open ice and find a way to get the puck on net.
And, you know, one of the things BFA does really well is win face-offs, too. So
yeah.
If you're calling Audie and you know that, like, hey, let's get a whistle and let's give the boys a chance to win a draw and open up a scoring opportunity.
You know, they've done that earlier in the year. One of those face-offs, Savoy, you know, won it back to him. He had a great quick shot off the face-off. So
I think Savoy scored a couple goals just off of face-off draws this year.
Which is great. I mean, that's just, you know, quick firing off the off those quick face-offs is great.
So BFA with it now is Piper behind the net, trying to break it out. Can't do so, battling along the boards. CVU with possession is Vincent. Vincent gets it down low. BFA picks it back up. Breaking out the other way is Frades.
Ooh, good hit
He's
there.
hit there.
Devin Fay.
Yeah, Devin Fay, good hit. And Frades is a lot bigger than Fay, but good shoulder there on Frades' chest, and he goes down.
That was a good solid hit by Fay.
BFA throwing it all the way down as it was getting sloppy here in their defensive zone near side. A lot of bodies bumping and grinding.
You know, and CVU finally, you know, showing a little physicality in this game. Fay using the body. A couple other guys not allowing BFA to break out of the zone. BFA forced to take an icing.
So just under 2 minutes left in the first. BFA up 2-0. Good breakout pass there. Wood tries to get to Savoy, unable to do so. CVU taking the opportunity to try to break it out through the neutral zone. Can't do so. Puck comes all the way down in their defensive zone. As Whitcomb trying to break it out on the near side here. Gets it over to Carroll. Ooh. And puck thrown all the way down, and it looks like that's an icing as CVU is just outside of the red line. Trying to look for kind of a dump and chase situation, but just outside of the color-coded line that counts.
Yeah, I think they were trying to find Carroll at the far blue line, you know, to work the puck in, but just missed Carroll's stick tape to tape and caused an icing.
Good win by Audie, back to Ethan Audie. Down low to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer pushing it over to Colin Audie. Colin, quick step there. Back behind the net to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer chips it up top. Shot there by Ethan, intercepted. Puck comes on the stick of Schreindorfer.
Oh.
Scrummage in front, bodies being pushed. Colin picks up the leftovers.
Avril's got no stick.
Shot there. Puck deflected wide behind the net. Colin coming to get it. Stops, moves, looking for Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer unable to collect it. Buying time. Cycles it back behind the net. Colin Audie with it, circling back around, up top to his brother, Ethan. Shot by Ethan.
Oh.
Great tip there, and that just misses wide
Webb
of the near post.
Looks like we got a interference here.
Is this on CVU?
I think it is. I think it was on that Webb play in front of the net. Nope, I think Audie's going to the box.
Yeah, not sure the
Wow.
call here. I'll look below, see if I can make it out for you, bud.
Is that Colin?
Yeah, Colin. Which is weird because Colin was behind the net most of the time doing the cycling.
It's an interference call.
Yeah, interference. I don't know. I'm blind as a bat, though, so maybe I missed something.
But, it was a good shot from the point. Webb, I thought he got a little tied up in front, but third power play here for CVU.
CVU with it. Tries to get it over to Whitcomb. Whitcomb can't collect. He's going to have to regroup, get it back over to Zukowski. Zukowski getting it down low where Carroll gives chase. CVU with the possession. Pushing it back down low is Zukowski, and there is the end of the period as there's 1:32 left on the Audie interference. Not even really sure what that's about. I mean, I blatantly missed it.
Yeah, I didn't really see it. I thought it was on CVU when Wood was in front, Webb was in front with the tip. So, I mean, they said Telfer had 3 saves and Averill had 8.
That seems about right based on your count.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not perfect up here. But,
no.
Yeah, Savoy getting that first goal from Wood and Beauregard and Schreindorfer with that tip from Clark. So, BFA up 2-0.
Yep.
3 penalties.
Yep.
Killed off those first 2, so.
No, a lot to talk about, a lot of excitement, great puck movement. We're going to take an absolute short break. Please stay with us during intermission. We're going to do our first period intermission. We've got the Northwest Access TV rankings. Haven't done that in a couple weeks just because last week game got canceled, and obviously we were over in Potsdam. So it's been a while since Blister and I have brought you our rankings. We put a lot of time and energy into that. Feel free to argue if you think otherwise. We love the criticism. But so give us about 30 seconds. We're just going to get set up, and then we will be back to bring you first intermission. Thanks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Wood alongside Jason Bliss, live here at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. CVU 1-3-1 here. BFA hosting 5-0, and we are through one as BFA's up 2-0. Currently Colin Audie with a last-minute penalty there in the first period. Looks like there's 1:32 on his interference call. We're not really sure exactly what happened, but regardless, CVU getting set up on their third power play opportunity, obviously because of the score, currently 0-2. BFA killing both opportunities. But as far as the period's concerned, Jason, what'd you see there? There's a couple penalties, 3 on BFA. We had a couple goals to talk about.
Yeah, BFA taking 3 penalties that period, unfortunately. Just got to, get a little more composed. I didn't see the third call. Unfortunate there for Audie. But, yeah, a couple goals for BFA. We had Savoy from Wood and Beauregard. Great play there. Great vision by Wood in the neutral zone, finding Beauregard and Savoy right in the slot, finding the back of the net. And then Schreindorfer from a great low shot from Clark from the point. Nice little tip in front and finding the back of the net. So, yeah, BFA finding a little success here early on in this game. But CVU really can't count them out yet. They're staying composed. They haven't had a penalty yet. They're doing a good job. And, I think they just need to keep up the pace and get a lot more shots on Telfer.
Yeah, as we mentioned over the weekend over in Potsdam, 8 guys out. There was no one sitting out over in Potsdam. Got 5 of those guys back tonight. Still 3 out. Merrill's out, one of their best offensive players. Cam Johnson, one of their best defensemen. And even Swainbank, yeah, he's a fourth liner, but hey, I mean, this BFA line's deep.
Yeah.
Their fourth line's better than most teams' second lines.
Exactly.
I mean, obviously there's an issue. Kids just not playing sports these days. Hockey certainly isn't the numbers that it used to be. But regardless, 3 guys out tonight has given BFA an opportunity to mix up the lines, which we've seen. And I think everybody kind of stepping up and understanding that, they all need to take on some type of role to really help out on the missing bodies. And I think you're seeing that with the movement. I mean, this first line, ton of production over the past 3 games. You've got the new line combination of Wood and Beauregard and Savoy.
Yep.
And then, you've got Tommy Wilbur, arguably one of your best skaters on the team, playing with Rafferty. Those two have grown up playing with each other year after year, so I know there's some comfortability there. And again, the fourth liner is kind of just cycling in and both stepping up. We saw a couple great breakouts there by Gagne, who's filling in on the third line. So it's really good to see.
It's good to see those guys, contribute and find a way to make a difference, because that's what you want to see out of your third, fourth line guys. You want to see them jump up into the mix, into the second, and first line, and really find some success, and that's what BFA's doing. Absolutely.
And, the other thing to talk about here is, a lot of times, BFA searching for goals, in all the wrong areas, just kind of not looking to move the puck or necessarily just, crashing that or throwing whatever they can on net. But tonight, knowing that they're playing Jack Averill, I've at least noticed some of these guys trying to take a half second more to let the play develop a little bit further, which is ultimately maybe giving them some shooting lanes that they typically wouldn't see from just dumping it down and trying to get it on net and crashing from there.
Yeah, and you saw that from Schreindorfer late in that first period. He found a lane right in the slot. Unfortunately, hit the crossbar. But, yeah, even Wood in the neutral zone, just taking a second to find his man, found Beauregard, found Savoy, and, came out with a goal. So it's good to take a second, find your man, Don't just dump it in. Don't just throw the puck. Take that second if you have the time. And those guys see that. It's great that they're seeing that they have that time and create a great play.
So just to sum it up, 2-0, like we said, Schreindorfer and Savoy both on the board, assist all around. With that being said, Bliss, my favorite time of the program, it's the Northwest Access Power Rankings. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks since we've contributed, but some stuff's happened and the standings have been shaken up a little bit.
Yeah.
And just to kind of start us rolling, no changes there at number 1. Rice 5-0. What do you got for us?
Yeah, Rice, big win over CVU 4-1 and a 3-2 win over Colchester. I've heard from people around that Rice is, a great team this year, great skating team, and they're going to be one of the harder teams to beat. So we got them at number 1.
Number 2, jumping up a spot from 2 weeks ago, is your 5-0 BFA Bobwhites.
Yeah, BFA 5-0, playing a good Northeast Clinton team, coming out with a big win 5-2. Northeast Clinton was a great team. They were a tough opponent for BFA, and it was a good test to them to play a team from out of state. And the big thing for BFA, their goal differential, 38-8 with a +30 goal differential. So that's been huge for BFA. They've been finding the back of the net and not allowing a lot of pucks behind Telfer.
One of my dark horses 2 years ago, I called it out, was Colchester. I know personally a lot of these kids, between my brother and whatnot in split season, has played with the Rubleys and the Browns of the world, just to mention a couple names. But Colchester moving up from the 4th spot at 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1 Colchester. They're just, I think they're having a ton of success this year. 3-2 win over the CVU Redhawks team we're seeing tonight, and just a 3-2 loss to our number 1 power ranking team, Rice. And then just another keynote for Colchester, a big 11-1 win over MBU. So, they're putting up big numbers like a lot of these other Division I teams. So it's good to see them putting up, a big number against a team like that.
Yeah, they have comparable goal differentials compared to the BFAs, the Rices, the Essex. So it kind of gives us some support that they are who they appear to be.
And I think they're going to be a tough team once BFA meets them, not long.
Moving up, we have Hartford 6-0, Division II. A couple weeks ago, we had them in the 5 spot.
Yeah, Hartford 6-0, a 45 goals for, 8 goals against, 37 goal differential. They played the Woodstocks, the Harwoods, the Stows, the teams in Division I that have sort of jumped back and forth to Division I and Division II. They're having a ton of success, 6-0, undefeated. Look for them to be a force in Division II.
And lastly, last week or a couple weeks ago, we had Essex, now 2-2, with a couple losses over the weekend.
Yeah, Essex 2-2, 2 losses to Northwood Prep. We have to put Essex there. They're a tough team every year. They're always a good team. They really haven't had a game to really compare yet in Division I.
Yeah.
And 2 losses to Northwood Prep. They're not going to see them in Division I hockey in Vermont, but they didn't get blown out by either one. In either one of those games.
Yeah.
But look for Essex to be one of those top teams in Division I for sure.
No sample size there to take them out.
Right.
Until we start seeing them play the Kolchets of the world and some of these teams that we have them bubbled around. Essex continues to find a way to be there at the end of the season. So even at 500, we got Essex there.
I think they're playing Rice tonight, which will be a good indication there of how they're doing. That's a good team.
So we'll look for that. And just kind of a new thing, outside looking in, we're going to give one honorable mention. And that team currently just looking in from the outside is 4-1 Middlebury.
Yeah, 4-1 Middlebury. They had a 2-1 win over Rutland, Division I team, and a 3-0 win over Milton. And they lost to Brookline, Mass, out-of-state team. So, that's a tough gauge for them. But they're doing very well in Division II. Look for them to be right up there with like a Hartford and a lot of other teams, MMU and teams in Division II.
Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, Handy Toyota. If your business would like to be a sponsor for Northwest Access TV's sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. With that being said, we're just a couple minutes away from puck drop. We'll take a quick break and bring you back to live hockey action. Thanks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live to the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Cameron Wood alongside Jason Bliss. Just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. And with that, like we had said, Blister, CVU is going to start out with a power play on the interference call on Colin Audie. Before we dive in deeper, any quick notes on either side for keys into the second period?
Yeah, I think BFA is just going to, stay a little more composed, like I said earlier, and stay out of the box going into this second and third period. And with BFA taking these penalties, CVU is going to take advantage of these power plays.
So there's just about a minute left in the CVU power play. This is their third of the night.
I think Averill's playing well, too. He had a tip and a tough shot there in the slot from Savoy. Offside call.
So you could probably argue Michael Telfer, BFA's own, but I know from doing this in the past, even before I got you to sign on, Averill, I've watched 4 years of him, and obviously I don't see a ton of D2 games, but we do our research and our cross-referencing, and I got to imagine Averill's, if not the best goalie in the state, one of them.
Yeah, he's one of the top goalies for sure. He sees the ice very well, sees the puck from outside, at the blue line, makes a lot of great saves.
Frady's with it now, dumps it all the way down. Good job by Gavin, as we got about 30 ticks left on the penalty. CVU skating it the other way through the neutral zone. Good move there by CVU. Zukowski, we've said his name a lot. I remember Zukowski and Carroll specifically from last year.
Zukowski, good skater. Very very dangerous if you let him get in.
Puck intercepted by Savoy in the neutral zone as Wood gives chase. CVU taking time to break it out. Good neutral zone pass there to Fay.
Ooh.
And there's a shot on net by Fay. Good scoring opportunity as Frades comes in for the check on the far side boards.
Good for CVU to get the puck on net. Looked like Telfer had a little trouble making the glove save.
Touch pass in front and redeflected right into the mitt of Michael Telfer. 2 minutes in.
Yeah, that's BFA killing off 3 out of 3 penalty kills. So doing well, just getting the puck out of the zone, not allowing CVU to set up in the zone. So yeah, great penalty kills so far in this game. It's like we got a
ineligible line change.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not a ton of spectators tonight.
Like Gregoire's going back on.
Okay, not a ton of spectators tonight. I know the girls' team is at Essex. They dropped at 6:15, so that's going to take away from some of the local community and in student body.
I thought I heard between periods, I don't know if it was right, but I thought I heard Coffee say 7-4, but I can't imagine that's a legit score.
Well, if you do know, feel free to weigh in on the comment section.
I mean, maybe it is, but
I'm going to make a point to check those out. I know we've had some issues with pronunciation and whatnot. I don't know about you, Jay, but I certainly don't have a cape on my back.
Yeah, I'm glad JP Pinoy always puts the,
I know, I
the
love
little
that.
pronunciations.
I know.
Zukowski, to help us out.
No, he's a good guy. We certainly look forward to calling JP's teams for sure, and he's done a great job with this team and the other ones for that matter.
Yeah, it's good to have a coach that, supports you and likes the broadcast, and it's great.
His teams always play tough as far as keeping them in the game from start to finish. They never really let things get away from each other, as there's a big hit by Webb.
Giant hit.
And Webb's not afraid to throw his body around.
No. I mean, that guy didn't see the CVU player, but he was off his feet.
Shot by Webb up and over the net of Averill.
Oh, there's Webb.
And there's one.
He's got a little ahead of himself.
And I think they're going to call. Well, they got matching with Audie after the fact. I think they're going to call Webb on possibly boarding. Yeah. I know the CVU defender was turning his back to the boards, but it's more boarding than anything else. So we got Webb.
And it was Audie and I think it was Whitcomb possibly for CVU for a matching, but Webb, I didn't see the...
Yeah, I know Audie came in to support Weber.
I have to listen for the exact call unless you see it.
I'm gonna let you listen in. We're gonna keep quiet here for a second, see if we can pick up on it.
I know Webb was throwing his body around. He had a great first hit there, then kind of just caught the backside of one of the CVU players over near the student section. Possible boarding. I don't think it was a hit from behind. 5 minutes. So.
Wow.
That's unfortunate for Weber. It was that between hit from behind sort of.
Well, he was turning as Weber went.
It's just a tough, unfortunate situation for Webb on that, because, you're trying to lay the body. The guy turns last second. Can't slow yourself down.
We'll wait to hear what the official call is. We know it's a major. My opinion, it's a boarding call.
Yeah.
Regardless, CVU finding themselves on their fourth power play.
Yeah, it was Whitcomb.
At 3:19 of the second period, BFA penalty assessed to number 6, Colin 2 minutes for roughing.
So both roughing.
Of the second period. Second BFA penalty to number 3, Levi Webb, 5 minutes for hitting from behind, also at 3:19.
zone.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I don't know if that's a hitting from behind. Of course, we're biased.
That was a great hit there, and looks like CVU's got a delayed call here.
Schreindorfer with speed into the neutral zone. Delayed call. Schreindorfer looking for support. Puck intercepted. Comes up top to Clarkey. Clarkey with it.
It's Angelos Carroll going to the box. He had a high hit. Hit to the head.
That was a great opportunity for Benoit to really kind of, J.P. Benoit to try to get his staff to cut into this BFA lead. And now instead, you're going to find at least 2 minutes of the 3:46 remaining where you're playing even strength against a Bobwhite team.
It's a five-minute penalty hit to the head, contact to the head.
Wow.
5-minute contact to the head. So Carroll being a little selfish there.
And you know what the thing is, Bliss? 4-on-4 plays right in the hand of the Bobwhites because BFA, from what I know, is one of the better skating teams in the state. And the minute you eliminate a body, you give more lanes, more skating opportunity for them to make things happen.
Yeah.
You don't have the option of congesting the lanes like you would on a 5-on-5.
You know, we see what we see up here, whether we disagree. We kind of just play in what we feel.
Yeah.
You know, the boys, we like to see them being physical. We don't want to see people get hurt, but there's a couple tough calls there.
So
unfortunate for either team.
About 5 minutes into the second, and we've got 4-on-4 as Carroll heads to the box for contact to the head. Weber, the hit from behind, which arguably, in my opinion, was a boarding call, but regardless, that's where we find ourselves. Yeah.
It is what it is.
And then Whitcomb and Audie are in for matchings right now, so they won't come out till there's a whistle after
2 minutes
yeah.
there. Probably around 8:30 or so.
Yeah. And we got a whistle there as the puck comes up and out of play in the BFA bench. Just under 10 ticks. BFA up 2.
You know, and what an opportunity that would have been for CVU to have that long, 5-minute power play. Just an unfortunate call on Carroll.
Tommy Wilbur winning the draw, doing a good job getting it all the way down as Daniel Rafferty gives chase. Raff goes for the hit. CVU spins out of it, breaking out the other way is Zukowski. Zukowski chips it up to Whitcomb. No, wait. Yep, so it looks like Whitcomb's out, and Colin must be out as well then.
Yeah, I guess that went by a little quicker than I thought.
Rafferty giving chase. Whitcomb with it now, intercepted by Raff. Raff pushing it behind the net. Wilbur comes in for support. Wilbur with it. Good kick pass to himself behind the net.
It's like Raff's got a hanging neck guard there.
Oh, great pass by Raff to Wilbur. Wilbur and Raff have really worked well together over these past couple of games. You can tell they grew up playing with each other.
Yeah, they find each other very well. It's a perfect example there.
Yep. So BFA with it, chasing behind the net is Lanphier.
You know, now you're going to have BFA on a power play once the web penalty expires.
And I think that's what they're kind of setting themselves up for with the line change right there. Beauregard giving chase, CVU breaking it out. Intercepted by Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer with it. Good move there behind the net. Looking for Bobo out front. He'll circle to him out back.
Oh, we got a hooking call on Beauregard.
Jeez.
Refs not allowing too much to happen tonight.
No, I know. And for a second, I'm not sure.
It was a little hook. I saw Beauregard get a stick right up around the glove area.
And I think he stopped moving his skates for a second or two, which kind of emphasizes they're quick to call at the minute that the skates stop moving. So there's the power play that you had talked about the Bobwhites looking forward to, and now it's going back to CVU, and they'll find themselves, with their fifth power play opportunity. I mean, they didn't have a full fourth as there was the contact to the head, but a lot of special teams tonight, Jay.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've seen a lot more penalties in this game than we have really all season.
So the call was hooking there?
Yeah.
So hooking on Beauregard.
Ooh.
Great shot there by Zukowski. and Telfer there to make the save. Zukowski with a quick move to the inside and then a release. Just got one on net, and no fooling Telfer there.
Zukowski, a little toe drag in the slot, top of the circle. Looks like he was going for the 5-hole, but just happened to get a little bit off the ice.
Winning the draw is CVU up top. Pushes it back down low. Connery with it, unable to hold it in. Going the other way is Colin Audie. One-on-one. Tries to tiptoe around his defender. However, Zukowski doing a good job breaking that up. Colin has no choice but to chip it back down low.
Good back check there by Zukowski, not allowing Audie to get in by himself.
4-on-3 right now. There's a trip, but it's unintentional, so no call. With it is CVU. Stroh making a move to the outside. Can't gain anything coming into the center slot, and BFA throwing it all the way down to Avro, who will collect and distribute to Whitcomb. Whitcomb going the other way. He's got room. Good move there. Tries to get in the forehand.
Still got room.
Shot on net. Great opportunity as there's a juicy rebound. Comes back up top to Whitcomb. Good pass up top. Shot there.
Ooh.
And there's an opportunity coming from Canty as the shot's deflected. And Savoy chasing all the way down to help support. And Frady's doing a good job throwing it out.
You know, and Canty just missed a corner of the net, and it was off one of the BFA defender's shin pad. I don't know if it was Frady's or not, but just missed the bottom corner.
So as the Weber from behind hit expires, even though Bobo came into the box after Carroll, it looks like they're still going to find themselves with about 45 ticks just because Carroll's was a 5-minute major. And Bobo's was just a 2-minute hook.
We see the tables turn here very quickly. You know, you're thinking that CVU is going to have a power play, and then BFA is going to have a power play. So things change quick.
So 4-on-4, 6:20 left in the first, 2-0 Bobwhites. Chip pass to himself. Savoy picked up, however, by the CVU defense. CVU just getting it all the way down is Fay. And BFA now on a power play as Beauregard tries to break it out. Can't do so. Lamphere giving chase. He'll look for Phelpsy on the other side. Phelpsy's going to circle back around the other way to Beauregard. Beauregard looking for his man. Chips it to Savoy. Savoy tipping it all the way down low as he will chase his own redirect. Puck comes up top to Beauregard. Great pass by Beauregard to Audie. Audie circling up top to Lamphere. Lamphere holds it in. Back to Audie. Great pass over and a shot.
Ooh. And
that was a great opportunity from Lamphere to Audie over to Clarkey. Phelpsy. 9-19, you can understand.
I know, yeah.
Savoy with it now behind the net. Regardless, great opportunity there for the Bobwhites. Colin always having his head up.
Just a great, CZI so well, great passer. You know, he's just one of those guys that loves to distribute the puck.
3-on-2 if they hurry. Shot on net, and Telf there to make the save.
You know, he distributes the puck always. He's always looking to pass. You know, a very unselfish player.
You see that cross crease pass there over to Phelps?
Beautiful pass. And, you know, Audie, 8 assists on the season. You can see why.
Yeah, the kid does it all.
Great puck distributor, and he's had a lot of success with those 8 assists.
It's a fun group to watch, ladies and gentlemen. There's no doubt there. CVU with it in the neutral zone, just under 5 minutes. Breakout, looking to gain the zone. Puck comes over to Zemanek. Zemanek breaks it out through the neutral zone, and puck whistled down as we got a high stick.
Yeah, you know, not a lot of shots this period for either team. I know a lot of penalty trouble on both sides, but hasn't been a ton of action on either side. But we'll see. We got 4:32 to go. Maybe we'll have
what do you think of the song selections tonight?
That's very good. I wonder who's in charge of that. I'd like to get a soundtrack to that.
So with it now is CVU. However, unable to hold on. Tommy Wilbur racing into the zone. Piper with it up top, chips it to Rafferty. Good shot. Sorry, to Gagne. Good shot by Gagne on net. Gagne's been all over the ice, too, for this third unit. See him hustling.
Look at Zakowski go into the zone.
Up top to Whitcomb. Shot there. Puck in front.
Wow.
Can't see it. And Telfer covering it up.
You know, Zakowski finding his way deep into the BFA zone, finding his point man, getting the puck on net, looking for traffic in front, just couldn't bury it past Telfer. Telfer sees, you know, those situations very well, finds the puck, tracks it down.
A little bit of jock jams there for you, Blister.
Yeah, that is old school, I can tell you. That brings back a little memories for me.
BFA near side boards, chipping it out. Savoy collecting, going the other way, 1-on-3. Shot there, good block shot by Canty. CVU going the other way, chasing. Lamphere steps up, good job by Lamp. CVU, however, able to get around that, and Fay throws it all the way down. Phelpsy with it, looking to chip it to Savoy, able to do so, breaks it out to Wood, up to Beauregard, comes up top to the defenders, and CVU throws it all the way down, approaching 3 minutes in the second period. Chipping it up top to Wood, unable to hold on, comes down to CVU. Beauregard holding it, or unable to hold it as it's a delayed offsides. Great breakup by Schreindorfer as Audie goes the other way. Shot by Audie, good blocker, save by Averill. Schreindorfer with it behind the net. Gets it to Audie.
No, Audie finding a way to get the puck on net, even from that tough angle over by the student section.
Clarkey with it now in the neutral zone, breaks it out to Schreindorfer. He chips it down. BFA giving chase. Looking to set something up or at least break up Whitcomb, unable to do so. Puck comes all the way up top, and Ethan Audie throwing it back down for Averill to collect behind the net. Canty gets it out to his near side winger. Stretch pass there to Stroh. Stroh shoots it all the way down. Telfer gloves it, pushes it behind the net. Ethan Audie collecting, gets it over to Schreindorfer. However, CVU ripping it all the way down behind the net, where Gavin Clark picks it up, breaks it out over to Ethan Audie. Ethan chips it up top into the neutral zone. CVU has to collect, looking to move it along. Pushes up top as Shea chips it all the way down.
Seeing quick shifts from CVU here, just, 30, 40-second shifts. Bam, getting the next line out there.
Rafferty breaking through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, circling all the way around the net. Puck comes in front. Good shot there by Tommy Wilbur as he gets a great opportunity from Rafferty.
Dangerous there, right in front of the net.
Yeah, Tommy Wilbur was right there to cash in.
Right on the corner of the net. It's okay.
Wilbur with a good reaction there as he got a solid shot off. I wasn't sure if he was expecting the puck to come out of the corner like that. But regardless, Averill was there to make a good save, but opportunity for the Bobwhites.
Yeah, Averill hugging the post tight and not allowing Wilbur to get a squeak it by him.
Just about a...
You're loving this music.
Yeah, I know. Big basketball game on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. UConn facing St. John's down in CT. Not to make this about me, but big East game there.
It's a big game for you.
Shot on net by the Bobwhites. Good kick save by Telfer. As mentioned, just under a minute left. BFA chasing the other way. Great move by Beauregard. Shoots it and just misses the near side. He had Savoy, but regardless makes the move and gets the scoring opportunity.
He just barely missed getting decked there and found a way to the net.
And Frady steps up and lays the body as Beauregard picks up the puck in the neutral zone. CVU intercepting is Fay. Circling back around. Good pass there to Carroll's.
Wow. Oh!
And there's a shot as Carroll finds a way to get it over to Fay, who shoots it up and over Telfer.
Fay with a one-timer just over the top of Telfer, but that was a good play there. And CVU pouring on the pressure at the end of that period. This is only a 2-goal game, folks. Anything could happen going into the third, especially with what we've seen with the penalties and things going back and forth. So.
So we're getting the shot total there. We're going to take a second here to just retransition for our second intermission. 2-0 Bobwhites live here at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. We will be back here in just a minute, bring you second intermission, take a break, and then third period action. Thanks. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here live at Collins Pearly Sports Complex. Cameron Wood alongside Jason Bliss. Blisser, we got a 2-0 game. The exact game that we thought JP Benoit and staff would bring here to the complex. Low-scoring game. Even though a couple early goals by the Bobwhites, Avrill's been on his game, and we find ourselves in a 2-0 game when we knew it was going to kind of be low-scoring. A lot there as far as penalties go both ways. No scoring, but there was a lot of back and forth, power plays. I know we had a couple majors on the board. Regardless, we find ourselves going into the third period 2-0.
Yeah, shots 13-7 in favor of BFA. Penalties, Webb had that 5-minute hit from behind. Whitcomb getting a roughing call early on in that second period. Then Audie and Carroll getting, Audie and Whitcomb getting the matching roughing penalties. Beauregard getting a hooking call. Then Carroll with a 5-minute contact to the head. So you both had each team getting a 5-minute penalty. Unfortunately, didn't capitalize. Not a lot of action on the scoreboard that period. Neither team really getting a lot of chances or taking advantage of those, power plays just because it was so mixed up with a lot of the penalties overlapping and things like that. But look for this to be a great third period, 2-0 game.
Yep.
Tough. That's a dangerous lead going to a third period for sure.
Yeah, CVU kind of just simplifying things, and I think the Bobwhites, other than that early lead, kind of find themselves a little bit trapped as far as trying to find something to get past Jack Averill. On the offensive side, we just saw Fay there have some opportunities, kind of a one-timer there on the far corner.
Yep.
Other than that, Michael Telfer's seen everything straightforward, a lot of shots to the chest. But CVU starting to add on the shots where they didn't really have them come first period. And regardless, 2-0, so we find ourselves in an interesting position. Since the Northeast Clinton game, at least a game that can't be overlooked or a third period for that matter.
Yeah, BFA can't let off the gas pedal. They got to pop in a couple if they're, going to really make this game, in their favor. Right now, like I said, it's a tough lead. 2-goal lead is one of the most dangerous in hockey. And this team could easily pop in one or two and make this a tie game. So if you're JP Benoit, I think you're in a great spot going into a third period. And for BFA, not having Toby here is tough as well. You look up to him as a coach and not having his words in the locker room and his thoughts. But I'm sure he's thinking about these guys from home and glad that they're ahead as far in this game.
Yeah, you certainly look for Coach Duclaw to keep you focused in these tight games and just kind of stick to the game plan. I know he's mentored the other staff, though, throughout the years.
Yeah.
Joshy Corrigan, Ben Roberts, the supports of Tommy Mack and Bill O'Neill. I mean, there's a lot of experience there. But, yeah, Coach Duclaw definitely being missed tonight, not having him and his words. But, I think he has done a good job keeping the boys on track, and they know what they got to do to get it done. So we look for the BFA to capitalize. No real great material for this second intermission. I know we both could kind of look forward to a little bit of a break here before the third. But, we had talked about, we're 5 games in, 6 after tonight. There's been a couple of games, one canceled at Potsdam. one postponed with Rice. But other than that, I mean, we're coming into mid-January here. I know there's a couple games on the calendar you and I both look forward to.
Yep.
What do the Bobwhites have to look ahead, kind of approaching the mid-season point?
Yeah, upcoming games, January 19th versus Colchester, later in January the 26th versus Essex, and then early in February versus Rice. So, Colchester, Essex, Rice, that's a tough schedule looking forward. And, we've talked about Colchester being one of those teams this year that is going to be a tough opponent, and the same goes for Essex and Rice. They're both very solid teams, tough teams to play against, whether you're at home or away. Especially away. I know BFA usually plays better home, but you can't overlook any of these teams right now. Essex coming off the 2 losses in over at where was that? The
Northwood Prep.
Northwood Prep and,
played their high school team.
Big deal. Essex is a powerhouse usually every year, so it's going to be a tough next couple weeks for them.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I like Essex going over to Northwood and BFA going over to Potsdam. I think, as I mentioned, the numbers are down. Ultimately, I think that makes for the league maybe being down. At the end of the day, I just don't think there's numbers, and that's what makes up for it.
Yeah.
There's certainly a lot of great players and teams in the state of Vermont, but it's nice to see some of these teams go out and get outside competition. I've been a critic here for a while, and there might be some reasoning behind it. But, we have the Doc Tulip every year. It'd be nice to kind of see BFA and Essex as the 2 powerhouses not only have Canton, but maybe try to get another outside team there.
That Northeast Clinton team, I mean, that'd be a good team to sort of bring in.
Yeah, I mean, they've had St. John's Prep come in the past.
Yep.
They scrimmage Danvers, whether it's a Northwood. Maybe one of those teams that they scrimmage trying to bring them in, because non-league games are far few in between. So, again, we still look forward to Essex. We're not going to discredit them for going away to Northwood Prep and getting a couple losses. So look forward to that. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, Handy Toyota. If your business would like to be sponsor of Northwest Access TV sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. With that being said, we're going to take a couple minutes, come back, get you the keys to the third, and live hockey action. Also, please stick around as we've got Northwest Player of the Game to conclude our session here tonight. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Wood alongside Jason Fliss live at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex. High school hockey action for you here tonight. CVU Redhawks against your BFA Bobwhites. BFA 5-0 on the season. CVU 1-3-1, although they've been in a lot of close tilts. Quickly, just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you're enjoying this sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. I'm a pretty good reader, aren't I?
Great. It's a great reader. I'll be super happy.
I repeat the same phrases over and over again on here.
Surprised you haven't memorized that yet.
That's just transitional material, folks. But no, all serious, Jason. 2-0 Bobwhites. A lot of penalties both ways. CVU's starting to add up the shots a little bit to catch up with BFA here. A couple early blooming goals by the Bobwhites. Thought it might have been a different situation at this point than what it is. Regardless, CVU finds themselves in another 1-2 goal game against BFA, the big bully of the Northeast. And what are some keys going into the third, not only for Ducalon in staff, but JP Benoit in staff, and both players on both sides of the puck?
Yeah, I've said this early in the game. BFA, stay composed, stay out of the box, get more quality shots on net. It's been tough so far in this game, but if you're CVU and JP Benoit's team, got to get a lot more shots on Telfer, and also, got to cut out the penalties, and just get those quality shots on net, set things up in the offensive zone.
as mentioned, Northwest Player of the Game to follow post-game. We had mentioned Clarkey and Schreindorfer having a couple games. Everybody helping out, of course, but just a couple there that have at least caught my eye. So please tune in for that. Shot on net by Ethan Audie, and Averill sees that the whole way. Will glove and take his whistle.
Yeah, good shot there by Audie.
And with that, I know you had just gotten a notification. I think we have a final score from the Essex Skating Facility with the BFA Comets.
Yeah, the Comets with a big win, 12-4 over Essex final down there in Essex. So big win there for the Comets, and that makes a big statement.
Yeah, I know the Comets have ended their season or got their season ended quicker than expected, but they've got a lot of depth and they're off and rolling. So I know they look to make a point come time to champion season.
Always good to have a big win down there in Essex's barn.
Yep. So just about a minute into the third here. BFA trying to hold in their offensive zone. Looks like Benoit will call for a line change, even though it's whistled for icing.
Yeah, I don't think Phelps saw that puck go by him, and next thing he knew it was an icing call. But
so Wilbur set to take the face-off against Carroll. And Wilbur winning the draw. However, the touch pass goes over to CVU. And CVU able to break it out. Wilbur doing a good job on the face-offs tonight. I've noticed that about him. CVU with it now is Carroll, shot on net. Wow, Telfer did not see that until last minute. Going the other way is Gagne. However, he is shrugged along the boards in CVU, getting it back in the offensive zone. Carroll with it now, looking to cut into the center slot. Good save there by Telfer. Puck up top to Whitcomb. Whitcomb shot on net. Good glove save by Telfer.
You know, CVU starting to pour on a few shots there. Angelos Carroll, one of those guys we talked about early on in this game. Got to keep an eye on him and Zukowski. Both guys very dangerous for the CVU Redhawks team. Both guys that can put the puck in the back of the net before you know it.
So set to take the draw is Fay. However, puck possession won by BFA as it comes back. However, Telfer there to cover it up as it ends up in his crease.
Smart play there by Telfer just to cover up.
So another draw, won by Audie. Puck comes all the way out of the zone. Schreindorfer giving chase, pressure on Canty. Puck comes up top to Ethan Audie. Ethan throwing it back down. Weber giving chase.
Ooh,
good hit by Weber. Even for his size, Webb's definitely one of the better hitting players on this BFA team as far as laying the body is concerned.
Yeah, not a big kid, but knows how to lay a body check, and most of them are very clean.
Clarkey giving chase, doing a good job getting it over to Ethan Audie. Breaking it out is Schreindorfer. Puck comes up top to Canty. Canty throws it back down. BFA going to find that opportunity to try to break it through the neutral zone, however, unable to collect. CVU with it in their defensive zone. Pass there through the neutral zone. Shea tries to get it down low, able to do so. Stroh giving chase. Liam Wood fighting off Stroh. BFA going the other way is Wood. Wood with it now, makes a move to the outside, circling around. Pass out, looks for Beauregard, however, just broken up by Stroh. Another great pass there by Wood as he looks for Beauregard, however, play broken up. Good job by Carroll coming in and breaking up that pass between Wood and Beauregard.
A couple good chances there for Wood, working very hard, trying to find both guys, either Savoy or Beauregard. Couldn't capitalize, but few good options there. Wood made it happen.
So we'll get a line change here. Tavi Wilbur about to take the face-off.
You know, I think that line looks good, that second line tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they're working the puck around well, and they're seeing the ice well, and they've had that goal. All three of them getting
and their heads up, they're trying to work with one
Right.
another. You know, they're trying to look for each other.
Yeah, you don't see that out of a lot. You don't want to see, one guy try to take the puck or whatever.
Whitcomb getting it down low. Fay giving chase. Good little shoulder shrug by Fay on Lanphier. Puck comes up top to Connery, back to Fay, thrown in front. Carroll unable to capitalize, but opportunity in front. Puck comes out. Raff with it now. Raff looks to get it to Wilbur. Wilbur gives chase. Good pressure there. No call. As Wilbur throws a nice body.
Man, Fay went to the boards hard. Yeah. He had to feel that one, but he's looking all right still. Going in the boards that hard.
Phelpsy with it. Good move by Phelpsy. Gets it down low. BFA getting the line change. First unit out there. Webb, Audi, Schreindorfer. Trying to maintain the offensive zone. However, CVU doing a good job breaking it out.
Good back check by Weber.
Yep, love that. Great back check by Webb. With it is CVU. Maynard trying to make something happen. Puck up and over the net. Comes up top to Zukowski. Zukowski throws it back down. Intercepted by Lamp. Chips it to Schreindorfer going the other way. Pinches it off. Colin with it now. Puck comes up top to Savoy. Savoy throws a shot off the top netting of Avril's glove up and over the net.
Yeah, that puck was going to be over either way, but
Colin with it, 3-on-1 if he hurries. Great back pass, back to Beauregard in front, and great scoring chance as the great puck movement continues. Colin Audi getting it over to Bobo, and Bobo, not being selfish, gets it back. They're looking for that extra pass.
You know, Audi getting the puck, trying to take it to the net. Averill diving out and kind of taking out Audi's skates, but hey, good play there and good vision from Jack Averill on that.
So CVU going the other way. Frady's intercepting, gets it to Savoy, who gets it down low. Savoy giving chase. Broken up. Puck finds a way to come out top. Frady's rips it back down low.
Almost took off
I
the
love
ref's
when
head there.
Frady's is out, because anytime the puck comes out, he's like, I don't think so. No one's getting behind me, and he just throws it right back down.
Just rips it back into the zone. I love it.
Which is huge, because in a close game like this, you could find yourself getting caught, and a CVU team like this is one that could have an odd man rush and get that goal.
You know, you fumble the puck to a Zukowski or you know, an Angelos Carroll, and you're done.
Yeah,
you're done.
So I love that discipline by Frady.
Doesn't let it happen.
Yeah. Not on my watch.
No.
Puck in the central zone. Ethan Audi throwing it back down. About 8 minutes left in the third period. I think CVU's playing them very well defensively, breaking things up.
Yeah. They are doing a good job in the defensive zone. Blocking shots, 2 guys diving.
Heavy shot by Ethan, which goes up and over the net.
Yeah, Whitcomb and Fay diving in front of the puck, just, sacrificing their body.
Clarkey with it. Another shot. Good opportunity by Clarkey. Fay unable to get it out of the zone. Tommy Wilbur doing a good job holding the line. Ooh. Puck comes up top to Schreindorfer. Schreindorfer throws it back down. Line change by the BFA coaching staff. CVU will take this opportunity to try to break it out.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to get the puck out of the zone. I know Wilbur took one in the skates with CVU trying to break it out, and they just wanted to get a little rest there.
I wonder, I wouldn't say Carroll because you need him to break out, but I wonder if Benoit's going to kind of hang like a Fay there, just outside the blue line to try to get some sort of stretch play with the final minutes approaching of this game.
I mean, yeah, and at this point, I don't know if he'll pull Averill. I don't know. It's hard to say, but
I mean, they need to be able to maintain the zone, and I don't feel like BFA's allowed them to do that tonight.
Well, and it might not be worth it, at that point in the game. Benoit knows what to do, I think.
Schreindorfer doing work behind the net. Puck comes up top to Ethan Audi, chips it to his brother Colin. He'll throw that back down. Zukowski there to collect. Zukowski looking to make room to break out. Rips it all the way around the boards to Keefe. Keefe looks for the cross ice pass. However, nothing comes from it. And line change here as Clarkey throws it all the way down, and it looks like that's enough to be an icing.
Yeah, BFA will take an ice. 6:41 to go in the third. Like to see CVU pop one in, make it a little closer game.
I'm glad it's warmed up a little bit since, was it Monday that it was like negative 10?
It was brutal. Just the windy, cold. I mean, that's super cold.
Does SB Collins have a electric car starters? Or?
No. I'll have to talk to the boss.
I was going to say, let's fire up the bus. So BFA with it is Wood with speed. Yeah.
Good speed.
Yeah, he can be sneaky quick when he gets the feet moving.
I guess so.
Great pass in front. Up top to Lanfear. Shot there by Lanfear. Oh. Fan shot by Savoy. Puck goes behind the net. They've got time. Let's see if they look to set something up. Even strength here. Space. Savoy tries to get it out front. Can't do so. CVU with it now. Stretch pass there. Attempted to connect with Maynard. Maynard can't hold on. Puck comes all the way down. Fay with it now. And Fay throws it out. Wilbur with a good move by Wilbur. Passes over to Gagne. Shot there. Great play by Tommy Wilbur.
He also got buried in the corner, unfortunately, by Canty. But hey.
Yeah, Gagne took the hit from the touch pass from Wilbur.
Good effort there, though.
But Wilbur moving the puck very well tonight.
Yeah. Hey, that's what you're going to see hits like that when you're playing.
Wilbur having no points to show for, but that's not all about it. But I think Tommy Wilbur's playing a good two-way game tonight for the Bobwhites.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were talking about Clark earlier between the break. He's had a great game as well.
And that's the tough part about awarding these player of the games. I mean, you can look at the stat sheet, but that's so basic. You got to look at the guys away from the puck sometimes.
Right. But Gavin Clark, the freshman on this team, really stepped up this game and, getting an assist on that shot from the point. And he's really stood out to us tonight.
Yep. Schreindorfer down low. Unable to hold on as Carroll will take it the other way. Intercepted by Webb. Webb going the other way.
Oh.
Pass it over to Audie. Delayed call. Audie looking for his man. Tries to get Schreindorfer. However, the pass comes up and over shin high where Schreindorfer really unable to knock it down. But looks like we're going to see BFA.
Trevor Keefe going to the box, probably with a hooking call. Yeah. Trevor Keefe hooking Webb in the neutral zone, getting his stick right around that glove area. And like you said earlier in the game, Cam, bam, doesn't take long for the refs to see that when you're right around that glove area, get your stick in.
Yeah, ideally, so it's funny. Ideally, I was going to say this would be a great opportunity for the BFA coaching staff to call a timeout to get the boys kind of set a little bit of win, but Benoit beating BFA to the punch, and I was going to counter that with, well, I don't know if you should call a timeout because we're so late in the game where BFA's depth is really starting to show and tire down the CVU team, and I think JP Benoit knows that, and that's why he needs the timeout more for his penalty kill unit to get an effective job done and try to stretch out this two-goal game as long as he can and see if they can cash in the late stages to maybe have an opportunity to pull Averill.
I mean, you're still going to have 2:26 on the board once the penalty goes. It's still a lot of time in the game. But, yeah, give your guys a rest. Nothing wrong with just taking a timeout, taking a break, regroup your team, give Averill a couple breaths, a couple pats on the pads, give them a little confidence going into the rest of this third period.
So 4:26 left in the period again. Keefe in the box. BFA on the power play. Up top to Ethan Audie. Chips it back down as BFA needs to regain the zone. And CVU dumping it all the way down. Obviously no icing there. with it being a power play.
But BFA having a better period, staying out of the box.
Yeah, I mean, BFA's been disciplined all year, which is great to see. But, there's been a lot of intensity this game. I know both teams want it. CVU itching for a W. Again, don't think their 1-3 record speaks for this team.
No.
I personally have them right around that 4-5 spot in Division 1.
Totally agree.
Up top, Ethan with it, over to Beauregard. Shot there just over the bar as Averill did not see it until it surpassed behind the net. Ethan with it, great touch pass over to Beauregard.
What a save.
And wow,
what a save.
BFA really doing a good job moving the puck here tonight.
I mean, just finding that backdoor play. I'm not sure how Averill made that save. You had Angelos Carroll going over to grab his stick. He lost his stick, so you basically had him out of the play. BFA 5-on-3, bang, bang play, backdoor. Averill somehow making a save, and just an unbelievable play by BFA. Just all three guys getting a touch on the puck.
And they've had a couple of those opportunities even on even strength, really doing a good job stretching out the defensive zone of the Redhawks.
But that's an example right there of, Averill keeping you in this game late stages on the power play or on the penalty kill.
Good shot by Schreindorfer. Rafferty just tips it wide as he was there. Puck in front comes up top to Schreindorfer.
Ooh,
great block shot there by Fay. CVU with it. Good job by CVU just about killing this power play with 7 seconds left. Unfortunately, after this man comes out, you've got about 2:26 left to try to make something happen.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see if they do pull Averill. I don't think, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm no expert. I'm not a coach, so.
Neither am I. So please forgive any of our takes.
I don't know. We're just,
Oh, I know.
saying what we've been. Never know. You never know.
So even strength, good job by CVU killing that there. Phelpsy goes back to collect, being chased by Shea. BFA throwing it all the way out. Zukowski will have to go chase Schreindorfer, about to be on him for some pressure. BFA unable to hold the zone, comes back up top to Lamphere. Lamphere throws it back into the zone. Just under 2 minutes left. CVU breaking out into the offensive zone. We'll look for Averill to head towards the box.
Yeah,
I know.
He's not even looking at the
bench.
bench.
They gotta hold the zone here first. And there's a face-off that's going to be drawn up in CVU's offensive zone. Yeah,
he's coming.
Yeah, he's going to take the opportunity.
All right, well. I wasn't sure there, but, they're pulling out Stroh, extra man. I'm sure they'll have Zukowski, Carroll out there.
Not yet.
Well, no, but.
No, I'm just saying Zukowski and Carroll aren't out there yet.
Those guys are going to be out there is what I was getting at. Those are the guys you want to get out on this.
Benoit might take this opportunity. Here comes Carroll. Here comes Zukowski. Let's see if we can see Fay. Fay, the junior. Yeah, here he comes.
Yep.
He's kind of been one of these players that's emerged over the year. I didn't remember him a ton from last year. Not that he wasn't.
A little bit.
Okay, not that he wasn't a contributor. I just wasn't someone who had stood out yet, at least in that 1-0 semifinal loss.
Right, yeah, I mean, he was a sophomore last year, younger guy. This is a younger CVU team. I had spoken with PJ Benoit earlier in the week. He was saying how it's still a very young team in terms of experience, but good senior leadership will be a determining factor on how the season goes. Angelos Carroll, captain forward. Guys like Jack Averill, your goaltender, who's also a captain. You're looking up to guys like that to you know, that are going to take you deeper in the season and be those guys that you know that are going to pump you up.
Looks like BFA will send out their second unit with Wood, Savoy, and Beauregard, along with Frades and possibly Phelpsy to try to get this done in the final stages. No, Ethan Audie, which is a great decision.
Woody, good safe face-off win.
Savoy with it, chips it, tries to get it out. Wood tries to intercept. Puck along the near side blue line and does come all the way out, where Whitcomb's going to have to collect and try to stretch this ice out a little bit. Pressure by Beauregard. Puck pushed up to Carroll, intercepted by Wood. Wood gets it to Savoy. Savoy throws it all the way down and chases, and there's an ice. Wow, that was close to not being an ice. I almost thought that Savoy was just inside the red there.
Well, it almost got tipped right by the red line as well. I think Savoy was sort of arguing that it got touched as it left the stick, but unfortunate there for BFA, but fortunate for CVU to have this offensive zone face-off.
Carroll set to take the draw,
Nice
wins it to Benoit. Good opportunity, puck in front, rebound there. Good save by Telfer.
Good effort.
Arguably one of the best opportunities for CVU of the night. Right there, cashing in on the doorstep. However, Telfer there to make the save.
Just Telfer on his stomach, and CVU not having the ability to get the puck over the top of him, unfortunately. But good chance there for CVU. Good face-off win as well right there.
Puck up top. Zukowski throws it all the way down. Carroll with it, gets it to Fay, back to Carroll.
Yeah, if you're CVU, just want to keep it deep in the zone. Keep
Yeah.
it as deep as possible and get shots on net.
Just under 30 seconds, shot there by Carroll as the puck comes up top. Deflected wide on the stick of Colin Audie as he chases the other way. And he'll shoot and score as Colin Audie caps this thing off with 13.8 and gets the empty net goal to give BFA the commanding 3-0 lead.
I think that's Colin's 5th goal of the year, putting him at 13 points.
Unassisted, by the way.
If my stats are correct, right around 5 goals, 8 assists, so 13 points for him. Unassisted.
Well, he had 12 coming in, and he just had a goal there. Did he didn't have anything on the Schreindorfer goal earlier,
no,
right?
Clarkey got that, and then Beauregard, Savoy on the other one.
So just about 2 seconds left, and that will do it, folks, as BFA extends their record to 6-0. In my opinion, getting their best win yet as far as a league game is concerned. And JP Benoit, staff, and team doing a good job keeping this tight all the way through. Other than that great opening 10 minutes, I mean, we had a 0-0 game for 75% of the action.
Yeah, CVU played very well. Got to give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for CVU. BFA having that penalty struggle, in the first and second period. CVU taking a couple penalties as well. But CVU overall, just having that Whitcomb matching call and the Carroll contact to the head, and then Keefe taking that penalty in the third period. But CVU, one of those tougher teams to play, whether you're home or away. I think they played a good game, letting up that one goal late stages in the game. But they put a lot of pressure on, having that 6-on-5, BFA capitalizing with Colin Audie getting that unassisted goal, putting them up 3-0 to win this game. So, I think BFA played well. I think, it's always a tough game to play against CVU. So.
Yeah, the line changes and Merrill being out.
Yep.
This is his third game out. Swainbank out,
Johnson.
which Swainbank might be, the 10th, 11th forward. So anytime someone's hurt or whatnot or can't participate, he certainly comes in and adds into those top three lines when called upon.
Yep.
This game, even though 3-0, one empty netter, it kind of reminded me a lot of that semifinal game where it was just a lot of back and forth, a lot of skating. CVU having trouble finding scoring opportunities. I think one of their best was just late here with about 45 seconds. But certainly staying competitive with BFA and making them skate up and down the ice.
Yep.
And, if it's me and you start talking about a Rice, a BFA, the Colchester Essex, I'm not sure who might be the third team, but CVU certainly right behind. If you find yourselves in that 4-5 matchup and CVU knocking on the doorstep, this isn't a team, especially late in the year with a hot goaltender, I would want to face in the quarterfinal matchup.
Yeah, you're definitely correct there, being that 4th or 5 spot team, give or take, depending on how things go. But, yeah, they're going to be right in the mix there with, the Colchesters and South Burlington's, teams like that. But they're definitely a stronger team, I would say, than, a Spalding or Woodstock or Stowe or any of those guys. But, I think they're going to be tough if BFA meets them early on in the playoffs. But, yeah, they're a great team.
So just a reminder, Northwest Access TV is a nonprofit organization. If you are enjoying the sports coverage throughout the year, please consider making a donation. Just visit northwestaccess.tv/donation. Moving along, we do have our Northwest Access Player of the Game. Unfortunately, JC Image, who was kind enough to get us shirts from last year, I was told today, as of right now, we don't have shirts for the kids. We're still going to acknowledge the players of the game. I think I'm going to try to work and see if we can do something there and reach out. But certainly we'll reward the kids as the season goes on. When you talk about the Northwest Access Player of the Game, this kind of reminds me, as far as contributions concerned, a little bit like that MVU game. There's a handful of kids who kind of all played similar, all could have been player of the game. We talked about Schreindorfer having another great game.
Yeah.
Continually, being an attribute to this team early on. I wasn't really sure, how he would fit in or what kind of aspect he would bring to this team. But again, big goal by him. But even more so, that goal was really coming from Clark up top, and Clark's another kid, who I don't know if he got credited for the assist.
Yeah, he
might
did.
have. Okay,
yeah, he did.
But was one of those players, very involved, plays really disciplined for a freshman. So he's another one there. So I mean, it could go a bunch of different ways. But what did you take from the different players here tonight?
Yeah, like you said, I mean. You have a 10-0 winner, or like an MVU, you have a lot of guys, contributing, but, getting multiple points or whatever, multiple assists, multiple goals. Tonight, it's kind of a different factor. You're kind of seeing a lot of guys step up, whether they got points or not, contribute. But really, Clark was one of the guys I saw tonight really step up. You have guys out like Johnson, he's stepping in maybe in that role for
Good
Johnson.
Point.
And really, really showing as a freshman what he can do for this, defensive team, defense on this team, and having that low shot, seeing those earlier shots in a lot of these games, earlier games, they keep those shots low, and look what happens. You get a rebound, you get a tip. And he had that happen with the Schreindorfer goal. So I think Clark, well deserving as a freshman to get that Northwest Access Player of the Game tonight. Yeah,
so Clarkie, congratulations, Northwest Access Player of the Game. Of course, Schreindorfer's going to have more games, but we certainly want to take the opportunity. We thought defense might have been an issue this year, and I wasn't expecting a freshman like Gavin Clark to kind of fill the role.
That's for sure.
And he also had a couple other plays where he had similar shots that were almost cashed in. So Gavin Clark, player of the game, congratulations there. Moving on, we'll talk about BFA's next game here. What do they got on the agenda, Jay?
Yeah, post-game, next game against Spalding, 3:15, January 15th. So we saw how that ended up here. BFA really capitalizing in that game, showing what they can do.
Yeah, 7-1.
7-1. I don't think they're going to have any trouble down
No.
at Spalding.
Spalding certainly can be a trap game, but I don't think it's the same Spalding we've seen over the past 10 years.
No, they're a physical team. They play well, but I think BFA is going to go down there, get it done and come back ready to play, the Essex, the Rice, the Colchester, a few games after that.
Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors, Northwestern Orthopedics, Collins Furley Sports and Fitness Center, Barrett Ford, JC Image, and Handy Toyota. If your business would like to be a sponsor for Northwest Access TV sports coverage this winter, please contact 802-782-8676. Bliss, you want to sign us off on any final notes?
Yeah, overall, BFA capitalizing, coming out with that 3-0 win. Hopefully Toby will be back next game.
Toby, I think Merrill's supposed to play this weekend.
Merrill as well.
I would imagine Johnsey and Swainbank right there.
Things happen.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure that's going to happen more throughout the season goes. Hopefully not, but, they got to just go with what happens.
With that being said, Cameron Wood alongside Jason Bliss, we look forward to our next game called here at Collins Furley Sports Complex. We'll see what the Bobwhites make out of this weekend. Again, down at Barry against Spalding. And with that being said,
always like to thank the camera people too for Northwest Access. They're always great.
Absolutely, continued support. So thanks, folks. Cam Wood alongside Jason Bliss. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.